Everybody, welcome back to the Killer's Cove. I hope you're having an amazing day. In today's video, we are going to be going over the bail enforcement offices. I'm going to break down which offices to buy, best methods, what to not spend your money on, which upgrades you should buy, tips and tricks, everything you need to know. But guys, our goal is to get to 500 subscribers. Please, let's make that happen. We are pretty close. I think we're sitting at about 369 subscribers. Don't be that foolish guy that decides to just unsubscribe. I'm just kidding, guys. Honestly, I appreciate every single one of you guys. I know we could definitely get there. I'm not going to waste any more time. Let's get straight into the video. So the easiest way to purchase a bail enforcement office, you're going to want to head over to Maze Bank, and we're going to have 5 options. There's going to be one out in Paleto Bay, which is going to be $1,650,000, and then there's going to be this one here for $2,620,000. This one also here for $2,350,000, and then we're going to have this one right here for $2 million. And the one I bought, I really don't remember just because I have purchased it, so my apologies for that, guys. But when it comes to picking locations, I would highly recommend not picking this one just because it's the furthest from anything. Like, buying anything out in Paleto Bay is pretty much just saying you're broke. Like, I'm sorry, just useless. The best options would be the one I chose right here out in Mission Row and downtown Vinewood, because everything is somewhat going to be in this area for downtown, and sometimes it's going to be out in Paleto Bay, which you'll just be able to hop on the highway and get over there. But at the end of the day, you guys can pick whatever you want. If you want to pick over here in Davis, then go for it. And if you want to pick this one out in Del Perro, go for it. But do not go out here and pick something out in Paleto Bay just because it says $1,650,000. Save up whatever you have to just to make your life easier by just clicking one of these. Now, when it comes to the renovation options, guys, I would not even recommend buying anything when it comes to styles, just because, like, look at this. So let me show you something funny. So you know how you don't have to pay anything for this one, and you have to pay $145,000. What's the difference? It almost looks as if the lighting is different and just some changes. Like, just useless. $145,000 just to not even make more money off of the business. So it's up to you. If you do want to, make it look a little bit fancy, then just go for this one, just because it does look a lot more different than, the standard. But this is just, they're just laughing in your face at this point if you're going to buy this, but buy it if you want to. And when it comes to these agents, Rockstar is having a field day. They did us so dirty. So both of these agents right here are going to cost you $1,500,000. Yup, you heard it right here. $1,500,000. And guess how much money they bring you every 48 hours? They bring you anywhere between $5,000 to $10,000. Yeah, you heard it right. $5,000 to $10,000. You're telling me I'm gonna waste $1,500,000 just to get $5 to $10 million? I wish. $5,000 to $10,000 every 48 minutes. Get out of here. Kick rocks. Anyways, but they do have somewhat of a perk, but I honestly wouldn't call it a perk. I will have to say it just because, so you guys know. So the way is, when you get paid from your mission, like your job's completed, you won't get it right away. You have to wait 24 minutes to get your money into your bank account. I don't know why they chose to do that, but I guess like they're trying to make it look a little bit realistic or whatever like that, but it is what it is. So, but if you do have one agent, it's going to be 12 minutes for you to wait to get your money. And if you have 2 agents, it's going to take you only 6 minutes to get your money into your account. Yep, that's all they're good for. Seriously, guys, they're only going to just save you time on getting the money you worked for into your account. Tell me how that makes sense. You could literally just go do something else and then the money's going to be in your account. But like I said, I know some guys out there that are definitely going to purchase this, and go for it. definitely go for it if you want to, but anyways, so when it comes to personal quarters, like I said, I was a little too fast on this one, and I can't tell you the specific price on it, but highly recommend getting it. Gun locker is optional if you do want it, but armor plating for your vehicle, definitely get that, just because like sometimes the enemies will shoot the back of your van and you don't want them to just kill you. So, I would highly recommend getting that. But if you're trying to be a cheapskate, then you don't have to get it, and you don't have to get the gun locker, but I would highly recommend getting the personal quarters, just because you won't be able to spawn there and just start it up right then and there. So after purchasing your bail office, you're just going to want to make your way over there. I was expecting it to be in a better location, like maybe somewhere near the police station with the gates in front of it. Like, I felt like that would have been really cool to implement into the game, but however, Rockstar is lazy and they just decided to make it look like it was an abandoned building at this point. Like, you wouldn't even tell what was running in there, but it is what it is. Now we're gonna head to the cutscene.
There, hi. Jeanette Eccles, Junior Assistant Bounty Hunter at your service and chomping at the bit. Mama says I'm supposed to help you with whatever you need so I can learn about how, all this works. And, well, who better learn from than somebody with a resume like yours? I reckon you got more bounties on your head than anybody in LS.
After you guys have survived that horrible cutscene, you're just gonna want to head over to the computer, and we're going to want to select which targets we're gonna go after. So for the fugitives, you have like 4 options right here. This guy over on the right is completely a meathead. Definitely not going after this guy right now. So I'm going to collect the girl just because I think it's going to be a little bit more easier. However, she is in a biker gang. So now that we have started the mission, you guys can use whatever vehicle you want. You don't have to use that van. However, that van is pretty fast, and I'll show you guys later on how fast it is. But I'm so mad at Rockstar. They're always giving us missions that are super far. This one was like 6 miles away, or whatever the terminology is. It was just super far, and I'm just like, come on, we're getting about like 39,000 for this. Why just not make it close? Why travel halfway across the map just to get some crack change? But anyways, so you're just gonna want to head over here. I tried to shoot the camera just because I thought it was going to just fall off, but it didn't. So I just looked really dumb. But once you're in, you're gonna want to take out these bikers. It's not really that hard. As long as you have like a pop shotgun, then you should be fine. Just because like these guys, some of them do have shotguns and they could just one shot kill you. So just be cautious. But like I said, it's super easy. It's not really that difficult after you take out most of the guys. And we're just going to want to shoot these electrical boxes so that it opens up the garage on the other side. It's not even going to be that hard. I think we have like maybe about 15 enemies that we're going to have to kill afterwards, but this pop shotgun, it's beautiful. This thing will do the job any day. One way to apprehend these fugitives, which I find really dumb, is you're going to either have to shoot their hands, I mean, shoot the gun out of their hands, or you're going to have to tase them if you have a taser. So make sure you buy a taser, or if you have really good aim, you can shoot it out of their hands. But however, I was able to come up with an idea, and I was like, let me just use the flare gun just to see what I can do here. I low-key thought she was gonna die, but she didn't. So maybe just shoot them with the flare gun, and they're gonna drop the gun, and then you can just capture them right then and there instead of having to buy a taser. So, and it looks pretty cool too, even though it's kind of brutal. But anyway, so now she's disarmed, and we can just pick her up and put her in the van. So there's a tip for you guys. Use the flare gun instead of using a taser or just shooting the gun out of her hands. Now, all we gotta do is just drive back. This van is pretty fast. I know it's sped up, but Rockstar sometimes makes us use the slowest vehicles, and it's just difficult, but it's really fast. And this clip right here is so funny because this biker just gonna smash into the van, just completely wreck herself. Just boom, done. Oh, if you want to make some real money, you're gonna want to head over to this one right here. The ones that are highlighted red will pay you the most, but you can only do those once a day, which is annoying, but it is what it is. And then for the other ones, which are blue, you can do them about every 28 minutes or 48 minutes. I'm not sure, but I did find a method where if you just leave the game and come back, or you find a new session, it will just literally refresh. So now we're pretty much going to want to pretty much do the same thing. However, this one's going to be a little bit different because we're just going to want to destroy these cell towers pretty much here to find where his van is. So after you took that out, but I would highly recommend using an oppressor just because it will save you so much time instead of having to drive just far as heck, because Rockstar loves doing that, like I said. Anyways, once you have located the van, I tried to shoot it, but you're not going to. You're just going to want to just let him get to his location. All right, guys, pay close attention to this scene right here. I was going to take this guy out with the flare gun. I don't know why I thought it was going to work, and this guy came out in a whole juggernaut suit. I literally almost passed out. But anyways, so you're going to have to take this guy out, and this gun right here is absolutely amazing, but for some reason it was doing no damage at all. Like when I tell you no damage, no damage. I ended up dying. So the best way to defeat this guy is if you want to, you got to grab a Widowmaker. If you grab a Widowmaker, it'll bring him down in seconds, and then you just got to take his bodyguards out, put them in the van, and pretty much make your way back. And that's pretty much it. And you're going to make about $100,000, well, 129,000, whatever is set on the screen. All right, guys, that's pretty much it for the bail enforcement. But, you know, I find it to be a little bit like just repetitive and kind of boring and not even worth it with the amount of money you're getting. Like $39,000 to drive halfway across the map and have to take out the guys and drive them back. Like, come on. They should have just gave us like $100,000 per captive, and you know, for the really big payouts, we should have got about like 200,000 to 300,000 at least, especially if we're only going to get the max payout suspect once a day. Like, come on, Rockstar. Come on. But anyways, like if you really want to do this when you're just like waiting for your businesses to make money, then you can. But yeah, I don't know. I would give this honestly about a 7 when it comes to good businesses, but it's up to you guys at the end of the day. If you think it's worth it, then it's worth it. But this is going to be the end of the video. If you like this, please do like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Stay safe and stay blessed.